Vocal variety, one of the important elements in public speaking. One of the greatest orators of ancient Greece is Demosthenes. Now, he died in about 300 BC, but his teachings are still very relevant to public speaking even in the 21st century. One interesting story I tell is that of this man who was born with a speech impediment. Whenever he spoke, people laughed at him. But over time, his oratory skills remain to be very, very significant to the art of public speaking. One of the things that Demosthenes used to do in order to work on his vocal variety was to come to the seaside or ocean side and practice how to speak against the roaring waves. Why was he doing this? So that he could have a voice that was strong, emanating from the core of his diaphragm. So here's what you can do to improve your vocal variety. There's what is referred to as the 4 P's of vocal variety. Number 1 is pitch. Number 2 is pace. Number 3 is posing. And number 4 is passion. Now, these are pretty much straightforward, but it takes a lot of practice for you to actually internalize what these 4 P's are. So when it comes to pitch, when you're too loud, your audience may think that you're nervous. Sometimes when you're too loud, it may distort the sound of your voice, and your audience may not really appreciate this. Again, when your voice is too low, you may just send your audience into sleeping. So what you want to do is to moderate the volume of your voice so that you can have the reasonable amount of pitch depending on your type of audience. The way you would speak in a one-on-one conversation is different from the way you would speak when you are addressing multitudes of people in an auditorium. The second P is about pace. When you're too fast, your audience may miss out on your content. When you're too slow, you may send your audience into daydreaming. So what you want to do is to moderate your pace as well. This takes a lot of practice, but with time you can build upon it. The third P is for posing. Now, I always love sharing the importance of posing whenever you speak. There is power in the pose. When you're trying to emphasize the point, it is always important that you pose to allow your audience to assimilate what you're saying or to digest what you are trying to communicate to your audience. Now, let's move on to the fourth and final P, which is passion. I always talk about the fact that if you're not passionate about your topic or your subject, your audience is most likely not going to be inspired or moved by your message. So find a way of connecting with your topic. Be passionate about it. Fake it if you have to make it, because guess what? Passion is contagious. So those are some of the things that you can learn when it comes to vocal variety, emanating from one simple skill, one simple activity that one of the greatest orators of ancient Greece used to do, which was practicing against the roaring waves at the sea or at the ocean. You may not have an opportunity to practice public speaking against the roaring waves of a body of water, but you can do this by recording yourself, practicing in front of the mirror, reviewing how you sound when you speak, and looking at what is working and what is not working. So that is your speaker secret for the week, coming all the way from Cagliari, the capital of Sardinia, at Poeto Beach, which is a stretch of about 10 kilometers of just sand. It's really, really amazing. And I thought, what better way than to share about vocal variety in this location? And in case I sounded too loud, that's because I'm trying to speak over the sound of the waves that you're seeing right behind me. Thanks to my microphone, perhaps I am still clear. Whether I shout or scream or lower my voice, I am still audible to you. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I share public speaking and branding tips that help you find your voice, step out with confidence, and speak with ease. Goodbye for now.